Okay, let's talk about Narisa. So, just by looking at her synergy, we can tell that she's pretty good. Her ability is actually like very strong too, so she might be the best hero out of the three new royal heroes. Okay, let's look at her ultimate. Narisa dealt up to 240 magical damage to all enemies and increased the max HP of all allies by 10%, up to 40 stack. So the damage is on the lower end of all the damage in this game, but it's making up by that by increasing the max HP of all allies. And also, her ultimate can't be that good because, spoiler alert, she's gonna cast it multiple times, just like Leandra. Okay, so her next active skill, she will deal 195 magic damage to backline enemies. So yeah, that's pretty standard. And her passive, whenever a unit die on battlefield, Narisa has a 100% chance to cast her ultimate up to 3 times per round. So yeah, that's really good. So if you can keep her alive, which you can, we'll talk about her rune skills later. Whenever your unit dies, she will cast her ultimate that will deal damage to enemies and increase the HP of all allies. So this is a very strong ability, and so she can basically spam her ultimate multiple times. And it's when your units die, so it's not like the enemies can avoid triggering it because if they want to win, they need to kill your units, and if they kill your units, then she's gonna cast her ultimate. So moving on to her next passive. So yeah, her first passive is really good, and that's her second passive. When Narisa is alive, the passive effect triggered when any of our allies' summoned creature appear are doubled. Example: whenever a summoned creature appears on battlefield, Leandra uses her ultimate. So currently, that's the only passive that satisfies this condition. So yeah, Narisa have like a really good synergy um, with Leandra because Leandra will double her ability to cast ultimate when units die, and she will double Leandra's ability to cast ultimate when summons appears. So yeah, Narisa is has really good synergy with Leandra. Yeah, these abilities are pretty good. So because if she's the one that's if she's not gonna die first in your team, then she can basically spam ultimate multiple times until all enemies are dead. And that's when her rune skill come in. So her rune skill is the first one is each time Narisa revives, she gains one stack of sanctuary. So sanctuary is when taking damage, she's immune. She gains immunity to one instant damage and one debuff. And her second ability is Narisa immediately revive and restore 20% of max HP upon death, up to 4 times per battle. So these two abilities combined. So if you get her legendary exclusive rooms, she will revive 4 times, and additionally, she's an Avenger, so she will revive 5 times, and she's also a Phantom. So if you activate some Phantom synergy, she will revive like 7 or 8 times. That makes her not the one who died first in a battle. And if she's not the one who dies first, then she will spam her ultimate. So my prediction is if you can get her legendary exclusive, she might be on the same level as Eudora. So yeah, she's definitely the best hero, the best new hero of the three, and I will actually put her in the highest tier, the SS tier, because I think she might be as powerful as Eudora. We'll have to see. And right now, nobody has her yet, so we have to wait until 2 weeks later when she comes out and see if she does belong here or she's not as great as I imagined. But I decided to be more bold with my prediction. As for Algeria, it's actually really hard to evaluate her, not only because nobody has her, nobody has Narisa, but we can still judge how good she is based on her ability. But for Algeria, her ability is actually quite ambiguous. So the first one is when she deals damage, she sees all types of shield and holy shield. And we don't know whether she deals the damage first or she like steal the shield first. And if she steals all the shield and holy shield before she deals damage, this ability is really good. But if it's that she first deals damage and then she see whether the enemy has some shield left and steal it, then in that case that's not as great. And same with this one. She converts healing you receive into attack. Like, is it the attack of is the attack granted to all allies or just herself? If it's granted to all allies, then she's broken. But if it's just herself, then she's not that great. So yeah, I already wrote an email and asked the dev, and I will make a video when I got reply or when she's released, and we can just test it.